Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Energy Inside Motion. I'm here today with my guest, Jah Digga.
Big up, man.
If you'd like to just give a brief introduction to the audience.
Yes, I go by the name of Jah Digga. I'm a poet, I'm a musician, I'm an artist. I reside in Nottingham, back and forth from Nottingham and London. Yeah, man, I'm just all-round creative, man, all-round creative, trying to just delve in this creative pot, man.
Of course, man. So, whereabouts did you grow up?
So I grew up in the city area in Nottingham called St Anne's, not far from the city centre. Yeah, I've been there my whole life, yeah. So yeah, St Anne's in Nottingham.
What was your environment like as you were growing up?
My environment, yeah. Well, St Anne's has got like the stigma of like a inner city, a ghetto. There's a lot of gang culture there. There's a lot of drugs or gun and knife crime. But there's also a lot of great people there as well. You know what I mean? So it's a balance, But yeah, my environment was just the good and the bad. You know what I mean? It's what we make of it. It's what we make of it. So yeah, like St Anne's is home, man. That's my home, bro. You know?
So, how did growing up in that environment lead you into the creative industry?
Well, I was a young man who always kind of seen things differently. So I always kind of felt things as well. I felt things like more than the average person. So my thing was like I just had to kind of manage my emotions and manage my thoughts and put them down on a piece of paper. That's my earliest um, thing with creativity, you know what I mean? And I was kind of good at it. I was putting words together, rhyming little words, rhyme schemes together, and it made me feel good, It made me feel like expression made me feel like it was a release, and it made me feel good. So anything that makes me feel good, I'm gonna do more of it. So that's how I kind of got into this creative work, you know what I mean? And living in St Anne's and seeing certain scenarios or hearing certain conversations, I would put that in a creative way on paper, in it, and then deliver it or in rhyme or poetry or, you know what I mean, or grime and MCing. So yeah, my environment definitely, I'm a product of my environment, and definitely it shaped my creative journey and started it there.
So, did you start off with hip hop or poetry?
Hip hop, definitely. I'm the youngest out of five boys. My mum, single mother, five boys. So I got four older brothers, and they was heavily into hip hop. Nas, DMX, The Locks, Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? So they had the albums, they had the tapes. When they was out, I used to sneak in their room, listen to Illmatic Nas. You know what I mean? Recite it on the paper and just yeah, kind of learn. So it was definitely hip hop what I started with, off the influence of my bigger brothers, and then poetry came down the line as an adult.
So, when you were doing hip hop, how did you know that you feel you could go into poetry from that, like that transition?
No, so it's like I said, poetry and spoken word is more of a. I was more of an adult going into that, and obviously, I think with poetry, the beauty about poetry is it strips away the music, sorry, and there's no hiding place. Like it's me, my words, and the people. You know what I mean? So and I feel like poetry for me is more vulnerability, more honesty, more openness, you know what I mean, and just raw emotion, you know what I mean. There's no rhythm to kind of, because some people, there's some artists like rely on the beat. You got a banging beat, and it's like, yeah, man, it can carry me, which is sick. There's no wrong way, there's no wrong or right way, but I just feel like for me, spoken word and poetry, it allows me to be vulnerable. It allows me to have a conversation with the audience and speak my truths and with honesty, you know what I mean. So yeah, to answer your question, I delved into spoken word as I got older. As I kind of got to know myself a bit more better, as I experienced things, as I had more responsibilities, as I like a father. I got two kids. I got my dad. You know what I mean? As yeah, just being in a relationship with my missus. Like, you know what I mean? Just things that occur that I can put into words in a conversational way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I went from hip hop, grime. Told you I'm creative. My mind's mad. Grime. I've even done a bit of ragga, bashment, reggae. I've done a bit of drum and bass. You know what I mean? I just like to test myself and challenge myself in it. But yeah, obviously hip hop, grime, and spoken word is where I reside at. You know what I'm saying?
So, a question that I heard the other day, or a topic that people were discussing were, is there a difference between spoken word and just poetry?
Nah, for me, there's no difference. I think spoken word and poetry Mrs. might disagree with me. I'm gonna ask her after. That's a good question, but for me, there's no difference. Poetry is spoken word, isn't it? It's just two different titles. We're doing the same thing. You're speaking your words in a poetic way. To answer that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I think it's more just about style.
Yeah,
I think it's more just about style in terms of the difference.
yeah, I could agree with that. But it's still the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're from Birmingham, I'm from Nottingham. We've got different styles of talking. We're both British. Do you understand?
100%.
So, same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a really good way to just like channel with like no filter as well.
Vulnerability, mate. Honest there, pure rawness. That's one thing I love about from spoken word. Anytime I'm creating spoken word and it's a poetry piece, it definitely takes me down that avenue of just like, not saying I'm not like that with in hip hop or grime, but like I said, there's no production, there's no music, so it's just straight, literally like this conversation now. You know what I'm saying? So it's open, it's raw, you can hear everything. There's no hiding behind no big nice beat or big bass. It's just straight me, you, and having the conversation, and it's just open and honesty. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you say is the importance for young men to show vulnerability and not be afraid to share their emotions?
Yeah, I think like the importance for young people, young men, anybody in fact, to show vulnerability and being honest is the title's on the tin. Like if you want to be honest with yourself and how you feel and how you think, you've got to live that. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a weight off your shoulder, and it's an expression that clears your pathway to be exactly who you are and to be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? If you're hiding and keeping things bottled up, then it's only going to lead to frustration, and frustration is only going to lead to, you know, the projection is going to be a negative projection. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to live a life of peace and a life of truth, then we have to kind of get to know ourselves and govern the way how we think, govern the way how we feel, and you know, yeah, just be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna, you know, trip over. But it's about how we get up and how we bounce back and how we walk and you know what I'm saying. So just know that fear is an illusion. Like, know that the questions, the doubts, the second guessing is it's not really real. Like, we have to step into our truth and be exactly who we are. And you'll be surprised how much people respect that, and how much you respect yourself. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, you will respect yourself for being who you are. So yeah, that's it, man. Go for it, man. Go for it.
So what was an experience that you had that allowed for you to enter that phase of being okay with being vulnerable?
So many situations, experiences I felt. I was a heavy procrastinator. I used to procrastinate. Like, I was the spokesperson for procrastination. Like, yeah, like, so I would have ideas. I would have opportunities to go and perform or be involved in big events, big opportunities, and not go because my mind, I'm telling myself that I'm either not good enough, I'm fearful, are the people gonna understand what I'm saying, am I gonna get it right? So much negative views that I was having on myself, it just allowed me not to get that opportunity. And I just felt to myself like, I'm harming myself, it's self-harming, I'm the one that's missing out. These things are not, and the world doesn't wait for you, time doesn't stop, you know what I mean? So that was a thing. Fear, just being fearful, man, just living in fear is not a nice place to be in, you know what I mean? We hide with escapism, with liquor, with drugs, you know what I mean, with sex, with sugar, like, you know. So that was a dark hole that I walked down, you know what I mean, like with liquor, gambling, like doing all that sort of stupidness, I call it, you know what I mean. And it takes its toll on the body, it takes its toll on the mind, you know what I mean. You deteriorate like from within, you know what I'm saying. And you almost become unrecognizable to yourself, you know what I mean. And that's one of the worst feelings. So there came a stage in my life where enough was enough, man. Like, I had to I learned to walk into the fear, and when I started to get used to walking towards the fear, I realized that the fear is not really there. You know what I'm saying? I realized it was just me making it up and making imposter syndrome, innit? Like, making up the worst case scenario. And when I walked towards the fear, I realized like nothing's not even here. Like, this ain't even, this is just me making it up, you know what I mean? And once you get used to that, you understand, like, yo, like, the world's your oyster, mate. You can do anything you want to do that you put your mind to. And I know it sounds cliche, But it's really real. Like, you can literally do exactly what you want to do if you prep, plan, execute, mate. That's that real.
I think a lot of it's around like language. I think because you give power to different words and the words that you talk to yourself, I think internal dialogue, because that you think your identity stems from different things, but like your subconscious, it only recognizes you as like the way that you're speaking to yourself.
Yeah, yeah, true. And again, I'm reading a book called Power of the Tongue. What you're saying, it's sick book, sick book. People should copy it. Amazon. Basically, like what you just said, like words that we tell ourselves, it sends out a frequency in the universe. What then becomes our reality. So we have to always be kind to ourselves, man. Always give ourselves grace. Always speak highly of ourselves, and you know what I mean. And if we make a mistake, cool. Like we're human in it. Like I said, like get up, we walk, and we go again. You know what I mean. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. You know. So what you're saying is definitely right. I agree.
So, what advice would you have for creatives who are trying to build confidence in their craft?
Do, do, just do it. Because once you do it, it's done. And then you do something else. And once you've done that, it's done. You understand? We have to get used to doing and executing, like, and getting results. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was a procrastinator. So I'd have big ideas, won't do it. And then 2 years down the line, I'll see the idea on telly. And I'm like, I thought of that 3 years ago. Like, wow. And that used to happen a lot to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're a creative and you've got an idea, like there's no rules with creativity. Like, like there's no gatekeepers with creativity. There's no hierarchy. Well, we all can be we all are creative. You get what I'm saying? So your creativity is no lesser than anyone else's creativity. That's your truth. That's what you do. You know what I mean? So just do it, man. Just get it done. Well, the world needs it. The world needs you. So that's what I would say to any creative that's trying to delve into their pathway of creativity. Just go and do it, man. Go and give. There's only one you that does the things that you do. So give it to the world, man.
How do you like create your own opportunities?
How do you create your opportunities? That's a good question. Again, it's all down to the doing. Because again, if you're doing, then people resonate with what you're doing, and that more than likely will bring attention to what you're doing, and then more doors are kind of going to open from that. You know what I mean? If you're sitting on your ass doing naff all, then ain't nothing coming that way. You know what I'm saying? Say might do, but it's going to be a long wait to wait for that door to knock and say, oh mate, you're sitting on your ass. Yeah, I'm going to give you this. Nah, it don't work like that. We got to get up, do, meet people, meet other creatives, people in the same field of work as you. Get talking, networking, talking, speak. You know what I mean? Researching in the same field you do. Like I'm a poet. So what's the poet world like? Where are the poet clubs? Where are the writers clubs? Meet new people, and that just opens so many doors up across the board. And then before you know it, you're sitting in your dream, what you've always dreamt about. And this is it, man. We've got to get off our arse.
100%, man.
Straight, we've got to get off our arse.
So something I wanted to ask is, what was the first song that you made?
Ooh, first song I made. Going back some years, mate. So I used to, like I said, I used to recite all of Nas's lyrics back in the day, off the Illmatic album, and just recite all his bars. But my first song was with my mate called DJ Blender. It was a garage DJ, and he first took me to the studio to my first ever time in a music studio recording, and he made a beat. The lyrics were crap. The beat was kind of whack, but I just loved the process of it. Like, I go in that room there, I spit the bars in this mic, and it comes out the speakers on the beat. So I just loved the idea of that process. You know what I mean? And I fell in love with it from that day. To be honest, I can't even remember the name of the tune. It was just probably me waffling onto a rhythm, but it weren't about the tune at all. It was about the process of going into a studio, recording, learning about bars, 8 bars, 16 bars, chorus, what a chorus was, learning about timing, learning about breathing. That's what I fell in love with. You know what I mean? Just the whole process.
How would you say that your writing style has changed over the years?
So my writing style has definitely changed. From the early days was me just saying anything that sounds cool. So back in the day I was very heavy on flow, innit? The content didn't it probably didn't even make sense, but it sounded good to me. You know what I mean? But as we get older and as we live life and as we experience things, we can start talking about our truths. We can start talking about things that we're going through. We can start talking about trending topics. We can start talking about things that are going off in the world that we see and how it makes us feel and our idea on that. And yes, I just feel like it got more real. Like it got less flow based. Obviously, the flow's always going to be there, but it got no. I won't say less flow based because the flow's always there, but the context and the realness caught up with the flow. So once I got that balance right, I just feel like it was sitting more who I am, and that was more of my truth in it. I was speaking on my life, my experiences, my environment, my connections, my everything that I live for. I was speaking on it. You know what I mean? I speak on it. So it changed gradually from flow to more substance and more just real shit. You know what I'm saying?
So in terms of music, I feel like experimentation's a big part of music.
Yeah.
What do you think the importance of experimenting with your sound and your style is as an artist?
I feel like what's important with experimenting as an artist is you have to find your sound, innit? Like, obviously, there's a lot of influence, especially now with social media. It's run. Everybody's an artist now. Well, everyone is an artist, but everyone's having a go at it. You know what I mean? So there's definitely a lot of influence. Some people are doing sounds that get more validation than others. So we might think, because he's getting 50 million streams on this, that's working. But that's his sound. That's not your sound. So you have to find your sound and what's authentic. It's about authenticity, authentic to you as a human and as a your beliefs and your creeds. Like what does that sound like? Like what does it? Can you balance the look of it to the sound of it? You know what I mean? Your life. So I feel like people have to find their sound, experiment, keep having a go at it because I didn't have my sound straight away. I didn't have my sound straight away. You know what I mean? So it took me some years to kind of connect with my sound. Obviously, linking up with different producers, different sounds, and like with producers, like musicians. I sound good on keys. I sound good with a sax. I didn't know that as a youth. You know what I mean? So like I just feel like just keep going, man. Keep trying new things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Some people, like I got mates who are hardcore rappers, or they thought there was hardcore rappers, but little did we all know he can hold a note and he's got a melodic sound to him and he actually can sing, and that's where he took off. And now is a singer touring around England. You know what I'm saying? As a singer, but he grew up as a hardcore rapper because he was following everybody and not living in his truth. You know what I mean? To be in his truth, and he was a singer. He knew he was a singer at heart, but because he was following and being influenced by all the rappers, because he thought that was cool for him, then he missed out on opportunities. But obviously, I'm glad he found himself and found his sound, and now he's doing great things. And that's with all of us, though. We have to find our sound, and just man, and trust in it, man, and believe in it.
In terms of working with music producers, how do you sort of build a connection with the producer, and how do you know when that producer matches what you want to go for when making a record?
I think building a connection and knowing that the connection's strong with a producer. I feel like you have to first, before even any music's being made, I think like you have to have that connection, just as in just people, human people. Like being on the same page, being just having conversations about music and having things in common. Like, you know what I mean? Like a couple of my producers are very like jazz influenced. You know what I mean? Coltrane, Miles Davis. You know what I mean? Or Gillespie, Dizzy Gillespie. Like, so we would have conversations about the jazz days, and it just makes it more of a, connection. You know what I mean? You have to have chemistry in it, and chemistry, like I've worked with sick producers, but the chemistry weren't there. So that's going to transfer into what we make. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like you have to build a chemistry with your team, with your producers, with your videographers, with anybody that you're working with. There's got to be some sort of chemistry there that you guys are building in it, and you grow on that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'd say to that.
So what I've noticed about you as an artist is you have incredible content creation. How do you come up with different ideas for content creation?
I write about the experiences I've been through. I write about what I've seen. I write about the conversation I've heard, and I make that into. I've got a gift of making that into songs. and the songs literally just match the visual. Like it's not rocket science. Like I literally just visualize what I say and just put it out there. You know what I mean? Obviously, because I feel like I feel like a lot of the industry, the game was it was heavily, especially in the field I'm in, like hip hop, rap, grime. It was for years. It was heavily like glorified in like big chains. You got your Rolex on, you got the big car, you got Instagram girls in the video, and that was that was the formula to making a video for many years in the industry what we're in it. But that's not, I don't live that life. So for me, it was like I can't. I would be doing myself an injustice if I was to rock up now on the YouTube. You see me in a Rolls Royce, you'll see me in a day date, a bus stand day date with three bad Instagram vixens in the back. But then the next day you see me on the back of the 101 going to Handsworth. Yeah. You're gonna be like, wow, it's not matching up here, mate. Like, what happened to the roles? You get me? So I just always feel like you get more respect. You respect yourself if you just be honest and you keep it real. And I feel like the more real you keep it, the more vulnerability you give, the more honesty you give, the more people are gonna resonate with you, because we're the everyday people. Like every day, this is our life, innit? You're gonna relate to me more if I'd done a video sitting at the bus stop or sitting on the bus than me driving a Rolls Royce on Broad Street. Which one you're gonna resonate more with?
Obviously the bus.
That's because that's the life we live. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all grafting, we're all grinding to get to where we want to get to, but we're not all there. So I just feel like, honesty, man, we just got to be honest with ourselves and just, like just own that, man, and champion that. That's my thing. Like, why we're lying?
How did you build your own unique audience as an artist, and what advice do you have for artists who want to build their audience more?
Consistency. I'd say for me, building an audience and building a core fan base is about consistency. It's about going to an open mic with 5 people in there, performing like there's 5,000 people in there. You know what I mean? Keep being consistent with your online presence, videos, releases. You know what I mean? Don't think, oh yeah, well there's only 10 people in this, I can't be arsed. Like no, like it don't work like that. We have to. It's a family, it's a tribe. So if it's 10 of us, then it's 10 of us. 10 of it, like people are gonna get it. And like I said earlier, like quality, always making sure that we're delivering quality. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not even about quantity, it's about quality. Like we're always delivering quality, then we're gonna have a reputation for that, and people are gonna be like, yo, my man's cold, like my man's sick. I'm gonna go to his next show. Did you? I heard about my man's show. Then they're gonna bring a friend, and before you know it, we've got a whole core fan base of like people who really rock with us and people who really are stepping with us. Anytime we put out merch, they're part. It's a family, it's a community, and we have to build a community. Like you have to build a community. Like it's not about having 100,000 followers, but 40 people come to your show. That ain't adding up. Like, what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather 100 people I'd rather 200 people at my show, and I've got I don't know, I've got 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'd rather that, because I know in real life I've got 500 people at my show here, sold out show. You get what I'm saying? Instead of 500,000 followers and 100 people at show. Just like, come on, like, don't get tricked by this social media thing. Like, we're living in real life as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like artists, especially artists coming up. I know it's hard because the glitz and glamour of the media, the likes, the views and all that, but are we lit in real life? Is it going off in real life? Like, and that's where we've got to remember we're living in real life. Don't let this meta world trick you out of your position. You get what I'm saying? So that's my advice.
So, what do you think makes a good live performance as an artist? Like, what factors go into that?
So a good live performance, I feel like it's a journey, innit? You got to take your audience on a journey. The emotions, man. Like take them on a roller coaster. Like the highs of like celebration, the joy of the tension of anger, the vulnerability in mental health. Like, you know what I mean? Like the conversation, the conversation in spoken word. Like take the audience on a journey. So it's not just one thing, and it's kind of predictable. Like we're humans, so we feel. Like music is about feel. Like we're supposed to feel. When you listen to music, you're supposed to feel, innit? Like that's what it is. And I think a live show, it's even more of a feeling because I'm here in person. So let me take you on a journey and let you experience my world. Like, and it's not all glitz and glamour. Sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm frustrated, sometimes I'm joyful, sometimes I'm sad. So how can I take you into my world? So that's what I feel like for artists. They need to just take their listeners on a roller coaster, man. As life is. We're all on this roller coaster together, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I wanted to ask is about your single Broken Blokes.
Yes.
So how did the idea come for that? And what was the creative process like behind that song?
So what you mean? You mean the song or the video or both?
We'll go with the song first.
So the song was like I said, I was in a dark place. I've come out of this dark place that I was in, escapism. You know what I mean? I just feeling very very alone. And you know what's crazy about this? I had a show in Liverpool. Yeah. Big up Savara, yeah, the Liverpool, my Mark Owens and that. I had a show in Liverpool and I was on the way back from Liverpool on my own on the train, and then we got to Manchester and a bunch of, like, you know, it's on the train late nights. I think it was a bank holiday as well. A bunch of like leery lads come on the train, like drunk. They was all drunk. I was thinking, like I just want a peaceful journey, like. But they're okay, cool. So they're on the train now. Bam. They're talking, being leery at first, but then as the journey's going on, one of them just broke down. Like, just broke down in tears, talking about, I've got everything. Like, I've got 100 grand in the bank. My business is thriving. I got a missus. I give her everything, but something's missing. There's a hole. I'm broken. That's what he said. Remember, I told you, when I write off like conversations I hear, how I feel, my environment, you know what I mean? So I thought, no, look at this. My man came on the train, bit leery, bit of a Jack the Lad. Now he's in tears, sobbing in his brethren's hand, in his brethren's arms. Like, look at life. Like, so a lot of people, especially men, a lot of men mask how they're truly feeling behind the bravado and the Dior's and the Audi R8 or the business or the money, the gal or the nights out. You know what I mean? And a lot of people a lot of men especially are suffering with truth, with mental health, because I've been there. I was him, but I'm open with it. I can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like, I just used that broken thing because there was blokes on the train being leery. I just thought, no, broken blokes. This guy's a broken bloke, like, and it just stuck with me. I wrote it in my memo pad, and about a month later, I got to writing it, and just used that experience on the train to write about my experiences as a broken bloke, and that's how it came across.
So how did you create then the video for Broken Blokes?
So the video, obviously, my videographer friend, his name's Ganja, that I do a lot of work with. I had the idea of I just wanted it to be I wanted to replicate the guy sobbing on the train. I wanted to replicate that moment. But obviously, I'm not going to go on a train, so I just thought, get the tripod out and just stare into just a plain shot. We're zooming in slow. No, zoom out slow, sorry. We're zooming out slow, just very slow. You might not even clock it, but zoom out it slow. And it's just me in floods of tears, just performing the tune. Literally that. You get me? And again, it got over like 2 million views and that. So, and the amount of people, the amount of men especially, like, reached out to me like, raw, like, listen, this is even to this day, like, this is phenomenal. This is my whole life. You know what I mean? So it's just that's what music's about, man. Like I said, the music's, we've got to feel. It's about feeling. It's about, just, yeah, man, and being honest with ourselves, and just, if music can take you to a place closer to yourself, like, that's what it's supposed to be, man. Like, I read in Miles Davis's book that when people are in the darkest spaces, they make the most beautifulest music. You know what I'm saying? So when people are in the darkest in space, the creativity is just through the roof. So that was one of my dark times, man. And that was one of his dark times. And he probably don't even know. That man on the train probably don't even know that tune was based off him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's how that come about.
I love like the rawness and the authenticity of the thing. It's like, that's like the authenticity, like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to think for ages, how am I going to shoot this video? How am I going to make this? Just like, this happened in this moment.
And this is it.
I've got a good idea for a shot. Let's just do it now and put it up.
Literally that. Literally that. There's no procrastination. Remember I told you I suffered with procrastination. So back in the day, it would have been like, That scenario was like a few years back. I could have been like, okay, cool. This happened, so we're gonna shoot. We need to shoot it here. Oh, can we shoot it there? Can we even got it? Have we got enough time? Like, so much factors would have came into it, and we probably wouldn't even have done it. But like you says, this is what it is. We're gonna do this. It's done. We put it out. That's it, and on to the next one. Same thing, and that's where consistency comes in. When you can lock that process down, this is what it is. We get it done. We put it out. Consistency, and then that's how you build your core fan base. That's how you build your people, because you're not flippy floppy. You know what I mean? You're consistent. It's like, don't get twisted. Like, music fans or your fan group, they like consistency. They want to know that they can rely on you for the journey, the experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's a family, man. It's a community. It's a community, bro. And we're building more and more. We go on. We're growing, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Yeah, because I think the audience likes to see now more of the person's mindset and the person's morals behind the actual record.
Yeah, behind the finished product, the glossy version. People, like you says, like we were saying earlier before the cameras are rolling, like, people like to see behind the scenes. People like to get to know the artists, like get to know the team who are working on it, get to know the bloopers, see the bloopers. People are scared to show the bloopers, you know. That's what, even with Instagram and social media, that's everyone's posting their best bits. But life, we know that life is not a life of best bits. Like, there's times where we don't want to get out of bed. There's times where we're upset, we're frustrated. There's times where we're broke. No money's coming in the bank. I don't even know where the next money's coming. How am I gonna pay the rent? There's times where, you know what I mean? There's times where we're flourishing, where we feel like the man, like, I've got pay. So there's so many times, like, life's not just, yeah, man, out on a night, we brought a table, sparklers, gal in the black, that's not real life. Real life, it's a journey, and we go through ups and downs, like, and we have to embrace that and just know that this is life. Like, we have to make art out of it. That's the beauty about art. Like, we can make art out of any situation. You know what I'm saying?
Like alchemy.
Yeah.
Alchemy, so like you have an emotion, and then, like, I think with emotion, I think people have different perceptions of like what the emotion is. Like, I think a lot of people see the emotion of anger. I think that people tend to have a negative perception of
course,
that.
yeah.
But if that anger is used to take an action, and then, like, it's like you're taking the power away from the emotion, and you're using it to put a power into an action. It relieves. So it's actually a good thing.
So, you know, they say you said it spot on, literally spot on. So it's just shifting the goalposts and just looking at it a certain. It's looking at things in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Looking at things in a certain way, man. And this is what we need to do, man, because people have been living in a way where it's just detrimental to them, and they're so far down the rabbit hole, like, they don't even know who they are. They're scared to even look at who they are. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of flip the script on that and just make it cool again. Like, this is the beauty about arts and being creative. We can make certain stigmas be cool again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so people can come out and talk about their fears or their traumas and their experiences without feeling like it's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty about art, man. This is why I love art. Art saved man's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lifestyle, bro. It's more than just views and shit, bro. Like, people's lives are being changed, bro. We're saving lives out here. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's deeper than just views and just credibility and validation. Like, it's real. I live it every day. It's like a mental gym. Me writing is like going to the gym, but for, like, mentally. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you go gym and you get it off. When I write, me and the missus just brought a book called The Artist's Way, and I'm gonna show the people, like, if you're an artist or creative, go and grab that book, because it's basically just reconnecting back to creativity and just getting used to writing again, and just, you know, like, checking out just walking past all the obstacles that tell us not to do the things that we love to do. You know what I mean? So a big book, man. You should get it. Artist's Way.
100%. My one that I read was Atomic Habits.
Sick.
Have you read that one before?
No, I never read that one.
It's about the power of, like, so you make these different habits, you set them out, and it's like the power of compounding those. So it's like, because your brain and your subconscious works only on the things you actually do, when you repeat a habit every day consistently, it just becomes you.
Natural.
I think a lot of it's around identity.
Sick.
I think your identity isn't like your aesthetic, or obviously it plays like a part,
Yeah.
but that's just like an add-on layer. And then your actual identity is sort of like malleable to the
Yeah.
habits that
Sick.
you have.
I'm gonna check that out. Definitely, I'm gonna check that out. Atomic habits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out.
It inspired me to make this platform as well.
See,
Hmm.
see, and that's it. That's it. We just gotta rock with it, man, and just do what we need to do for us, for you, for me. Like we do it, mate. When there's no skylarking, there's no second guessing, because this is what you want to do. Like you could have easily said, yeah, not doing it today, man. Like I'm gonna call it
Yeah.
off, or the cameraman could have been like, yeah, no, I'm not on it. But we're all here now having this conversation because we're getting it done. You know what I'm saying? We're executing. So more of that, please. More of that, please.
What do you think the importance is of having conversations? And actually, what do you think the importance is around having a strong community and building community?
I told you about the community like that. That's all about community. We have to build our community because it's a safe space. It's a hub where we can be open and be free and be real. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to. We can take off the mask. You know what I mean? When you build your community with your tribe, you can be. It's a safe space. We can be who we are. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like I feel like it's so important to build your own community and of people of like-minded. You know what I mean? And things you've got in common and grow on that and work on that because yeah, like I said, it can save your life. If you're in the wrong place, yeah, fam, I've seen it firsthand. People can lose their life. People can ruin their life. You know what I'm saying? And people don't come back from it. So it's so important to just be around people that make you feel like who you are, like truly are, and you feel like you can be who you truly are without masking anything and not hiding anything and that's it. And that's what our community is about, fam. Like, so yeah, man. Go get yourself a community, man. It might start with 2 people, it might start with 3 people, but if you keep it real and you keep it honest and authentic and truthful, people are gonna gravitate to it because everybody's looking for a community. Everybody's looking for their tribe. Everybody's looking for their people. Like we're in this melting pot of just everything, and it can't work like that because we like I can't be around certain people or in certain environments because it don't make me feel good. So why am I gonna go down that road where I don't feel good down that road? Not gonna go down there. I'm gonna go down that road because you know what? I love it down that road and it brings the best out of me. So that's it. That's it. And everybody on that road is like they make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we've got to do, man. It's just it's really simple.
Something that I wanted to ask is, how has parenthood impacted your journey
Yeah,
and you as a man?
yeah. Parenthood is a very it's very deep. It's very deep. Like because remember, it's responsibility. You've got life. You've created life, and they're relying on you. Their whole existence is relying on you. So it's tough. Like it's tough. I've got a tune on a new album called "Uncomfortable Conversations" where I talk about parenthood, and I talk about parenthood through me being a child and having a conversation with my mother, but then also me being a parent and having a conversation with my daughters. You know what I'm saying? And it's called "Uncomfortable Conversations." Yeah. So I just feel like there's no there's no there's no destination with that. Like we're always learning as parents. There's always room to grow and be a better parent. There's always and we have to be open, man. We have to be open. We have to be willing to learn and willing to not just do that dictatorship. Like, oh, because I'm your dad or I'm your mom, so I know best. Like, no, like the kids can teach us things as well. And like, we have to kind of break old school cycles that have been passed down from family elders in the family and stigmas and just, and kind of be open to just kind of be free. You know what I mean? In that way. So yeah, it's deep, man. I think parenthood is a deep subject. You know what I'm saying?
What are some of the key internal beliefs that you try to instill in your children?
It's a good question. We had this conversation with my missus again. We always like, mad, this is mad, like, but yeah. So I try and instill like, just be who you are, authentically. Like don't be afraid to be exactly who you are. You know what I mean? Always try and learn more. You know what I mean? Educate, equip yourself so nobody can't take you take you for granted, or you feel inadequate in situations where you haven't learned, well, you're not well equipped on, you know what I mean? And if you're not well equipped on it, go and if you're going to be around that and you're not well equipped in it, go and learn about it, so you can get the tools to kind of navigate through that system, you know what I mean? Be kind, be kind, be caring. Don't ever do the superior thing, like we're all human, you know what I mean? And give yourself grace, man. Like you're young, you know what I mean? You're young, enjoy your youth, and just have manners, man. Manners and respect. You know what I'm saying?
What's one thing? What do you think's the biggest lesson that you've learned on your journey, just as a person and as an artist?
The biggest lesson I've learned is, again, being yourself is always the best thing to do. Like, you can run, you can hide, you can pretend, you can mask, but if it's not yourself, it will eat you up from inside. And it will show. You will wear it. It will show on you, no matter how you try and disguise it. So always clear out your conscience. Always be who you are, and just know that you're secure in your own. You're comfy in your own skin. Be comfortable in your own skin. You know what I mean? Again, another one. Things. Not everything stays the same. Things change, so we have to adapt. Like, you know what I mean? We have to adapt to environments, to scenarios. So yeah. And again, just be kind, man. Just be a pure soul. Be a pure soul of this world. Don't be one of them people that live for the external things. Like, it's always internal first, external second. You know what I'm saying? The external. If you're in the midst of mayhem, something's going off inside that you're not dealing with. Do you understand that? So you know when somebody's got traumas, or when somebody's got things that they're not dealing with, because it shows on the outside. So it's internal first, external second. The external is a reflection of your inside. So I've learned that, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what's going on with me, man? Why is everything, I'm just getting bad look? Like, people are just, I'm just angry, I'm just vexed, I'm frustrated, because I'm not dealing with something inside. You know what I'm saying? So I learned I have to go and, so again, spars. I love spars now. Like, as a man, I love quiet time. I love silence. I love just relaxing and I love reflection. I love to reflect. I don't like too much. As much, I'm a musician. I'm around music all the time, but I don't like too much noise. Honestly, I just like just calm vibes, so I can reflect, so I can have conversations. I can go inside and kind of absorb what's going on, and then I can project in a way that's just nice and it's not conflicting. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's steam room for me.
Steam room's fire, man. Steam room, sauna, friggin' cold plunge. Have you done cold plunge?
I haven't, no.
Try the cold plunge, mate. I lasted about 30 seconds in there, but it's good though. It's good for you. It gives you a shock, innit? It's supposed to be good to like healing injuries and that. So yeah, man. That's my thing, man. Spar dates, spars, and just quiet time, reflecting time. Like, before, as a youth, I was a bit here, there, and everywhere, on the go, rave, whatever, boom, boom, bam. As you get older, you just like to relax a bit more and just don't like the noise and the circus too much. You know what I mean? It's just more just calm and just relaxation and just debriefing and taking it all in and just kind of reflecting in it, and just, you know what I'm saying, reading them things there, nice and thing, like, you're just learning and just, yeah, man, that's it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in life.
Something that I wanted to ask about is with the business side of the industry, how have you sort of navigated the business side of the creative industry?
Yeah, it's just network. It's network. You have to get off your arse again and kind of be in them rooms where you're networking and getting to, and getting to talk and telling people about who you are and what your beliefs are. This is, we're networking now. Like, you know what I mean? We've met each other. It's the first time I met you, but now we've got to know a bit about each other. So now I could say, like, you know what, if I've got something, yo, Callum, rare, this, that, or you, Jah, this is a bit of Jah, you know, we had that conversation, this sounds a bit like Jah, let me phone him. This is networking, this is the business side, like, so you got to be in them rooms. If it's a field that you want to be in, then you've got to research where you need to be and who you need to be speaking to and what connections you're trying to build, you know what I mean? You can't just be walking out willy-nilly, and you want to be you want to be a business a promoter manager, a manager in promotions, but you're never in them rooms. Like, that don't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like networking and just speaking, conversations, learn. If you can't speak and you're a bit shy, then take a course where you learn how to speak, or you learn how to build up your confidence, because that's what you need to do in this business. You need to know how to speak to people. You need to know how to sell what you're selling. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't sell what you're selling, then what we're doing here? So you gotta find a different thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Network. I'll say network hard. Go hard on the network, and research as well. Network and research, they kind of go hand in hand for me. Research and network hard. Go ham.
Should I take a 2-minute break?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, calm.
2-minute break. Sorry, seat's killing me. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, where's she gone?
okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I wanted to ask about your song addictions. So how did you come up with the idea to make that song, and what was the creative process like behind that song?
Yeah, the song Addictions was self-explanatory, mate. Like, it was, I was addicted to gambling, in and out of the casino. It lost a lot of money, you know, and this was in a dark place I told you about. That was the midst of like the dark place, man. And it was just me, just journaling, really, journaling about that time. You know what I mean? Just like, you get losing money, just the state that I was in of just, you know, it got bad where, like I said in the tune, like, I'm betting on teams that I don't even know exist, like in the Colombian Division 2 league. But that's how much of a hook that this gambling thing had on me. You know what I mean? I was going, you know, calling work off just to go to the casino. That, it was mad. But losing and just feeling like a idiot, like feeling like a clown. And obviously, there becomes a time and point where enough's enough in it. Like, I'm lying to friends, I'm lying to the missus, I'm lying to people. I'm lying now. That, this ain't my thing. Like, so I'm trying to, because I'm embarrassed as well, innit? So yeah, I just again, art. I choose art to explain my life, and that was the tune. It came out. I got the beat was, who made that beat? One producer made the beat anyway, and I just, yeah, and that was supposed to, imagine that tune there, yeah, Addictions, wasn't gonna be on the album. That was just a throwaway. So I've just put it out. Like, yeah, it is what it's just a throwaway. And obviously, kind of people kind of connect with it. You know what I mean? It resonated. So it was like, yeah, man, let's kind of do this video. Like, and the video was just me coming out of the bookies, lost the money, and my brethren is in my ear like, yo, you've lost that P, you've lost the money, and obviously I'm performing it. So yeah, man, it's just like I said, it's everyday life, man. It's everyday life. Like, I've just moved to London. Well, I'm back and forth from Nottingham to London, and one of the things, what was mad, what I seen, which I didn't even know, there's like 3 betting shops on every road. So the betting shops is crazy in London. Like, there's a Paddy Power there, there's a William Hill there, there's a Ladbrokes there, on every road. So I'm like, so that in mind, I'm like, this is a problem, innit? Like, people are fucked out here. People are really trying to escape through gambling, and so that's why I feel like it kind of, that song there kind of resonated with a lot of people, because a lot of people are kind of doing it. Like, I'm not even realizing that they're addicted to gambling. You know what I mean? I've got mates that do accumulators every Saturday, do accumulators on a Wednesday, like, and you'll win one, and that just sucks you back in, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I've won, but you definitely lose more time than you win. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that was the whole process of that addiction song, man. That was the whole process of it. It was a really, really dark time, really dark time.
So what are some of the favourite collaborations with other artists that you've done?
In my lifetime, Gets, I've done a tune with Gets called Grandma's Place. That was just about like just the nostalgic feeling of it's weird because I went to my grandma's today, so I got that feeling today, so I can talk about it. Yeah, just a nostalgic feeling of going to your grandma's and just being around all the cousins, all the aunties, the food, the whole family under one roof. That feeling, you know, like grandma's place was a very special place, and just like my grandma passed away on my mum's side, rest in peace, granny. But yeah, you miss them times. You know what I mean? When the grandma passes away, and like, and every house, every family, when the grandma passes away, it's a big impact, because I feel like grandmothers are the head honchos of the family. That's what I feel like. They're the head honchos of most families. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, just me and Getz and a singer called Georgia Copeland, we collaborated. Big up Nick Stes on the production, collaborated on that tune, and it was just, yeah, it was a dope tune. I got a new one on this album, on this project coming out with Wretch 32, and a singer called Jodie Ann Natty from London. She's dope as well. That song is called It Takes a Village. So we're talking about, it takes a community, as we spoke earlier, it takes a community to raise the kids. Like, it's not just the household, like, not just the mum and dad. Like, when the kids go out into the streets, I need you to see my kid, and if it's up to no good, pull him up, saying, nah, Jars, you come now, you can't be doing that. Give him them gems. You know what I'm saying? Same as they go to school, they go to youth clubs. Like, it's not, you can't be with your kids every 24/7 of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a village. So yeah, man, Wretch gave me a bad boy verse on that. As you know what Wretch is like, as he does. And Jodie Ann's vocals are just, yeah, proper. It's a big collab. I got a sick one with P Money as well. P Money's sick. Wiley, we got one with Wiley and Mez. So yeah, like, but also I like working with someone like unknown artists as well, not just the ones that I know. Like I said, it's about chemistry, innit? Like, what makes me feel good in the studio, like when the process, I love the process. I love when the idea comes together and we manifest it, and it's just even more than what I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Get a singer that I love, I love seeing as well. I love seeing singers that I see that I've got potential, or rappers I see that I've got potential, but they haven't got the confidence. But when I bring them into the studio and they do what I knew they could do, and then I start seeing the confidence building them. I love that process. Like, see, like, you done it, bro. Like, you done it, sis. Like, and you could see like the buzz, and just the wanting to do more. I love that. They're the collabs I like. So yeah, when I see the transition from I can't do it to just the slouching and now giving up to, yo, when we're booking the next session, I want to do it more. I want to do more. That's my thing. I love that. You know what I mean? So it's not just the name brands. Obviously, the name brands are good, but yeah, I like to see just development in it, in artists that kind of struggled with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
What do you think one of the key things about artist development is?
Patience. Being patient. So sorry, I run a youth club as well, like in Nottingham. So it's a music studio. We've got 3 music studios, and this is my job. What I do is also as being a musician, innit? So yeah, so we get a lot of young artists that come through to the studios, and they're not quite at the level as a seasoned artist. So patience. You have to be patient. You have to know that everybody's not got the same skill set. Some might just have pure passion and the skill set's not really there. Some might have the skill set but the passion's not there. So it's about balance as well. So it's about, yeah, just kind of honing in on the things that make life. You know what I mean? Music is life, like life. Like, you know what I mean? And when we can get that balance, then the music just pours out, and confidence. And a lot of it's confidence as well. How many times have you seen a whack artist with super confidence who kind of persuades you, like, oh, it might be all right, you know, but it's just super confident, but it's really not that good. You know what I mean? And then you'll see an artist with zero confidence, but they're phenomenal. Like, only if you had the confidence, you know what I'm saying? So it's about balance and being patient with the artist, and just having time for them and being consistent with them, and just chipping away at it. It's like going gym. You're not going to go to the gym and lift 100 kg straight away. You have to start with a bar, bang out the bar, get used to the bar, put a 5 plate on it. I'm getting a bit stronger now, you get me? Put a 10 plate now, and before you know it, you're banging out that 100 kg, and you can see it now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with music, man. Same with life. The more we chip away at it, the more better we get at it. The more we invest in it and research in it and learn about it, the more we understand it and we can deliver it better. So that's how I look at it.
100%. Who are some collaborators that you've got work coming with, if you can reveal that, or some collaborators that you'd like to work with, that you have another chance to work with?
So I've told you about the ones that I've got coming with: Wretch, P Money, yeah, the second album I can't really disclose that because it's not really. I like to talk what's there, but we're in negotiations with a couple bigger artists. What I'm not going to talk about that because it's not signed and sealed. But yeah, artists that I would love to work with, Chronix, a reggae artist called Chronix, massive. I would love to work with Kendrick, J. Cole. I'd love to work with, trying to think of some UK artists. Yeah, I like to work with all of them, man. I just like to work with anyone that's got the same passion as me and the same mindset and the same outlook on life, and just trying to grow and just trying to be a better person. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on working with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. And someone that's gonna help heal the place, man, instead of destroying it. You know what I mean? That's who I want to work with. If you're about that, then I'm about that. Then we can rock. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
What I wanted to ask is, obviously you did a Fire in the Booth.
Yes, big up Charlie, man.
What was your experience like working with Fire in the Booth, and how was that put together?
Fire in the Booth came about because a guy called Ak shouted me last year saying, Jah, I need to get you on Fire in the Booth. But obviously the logistics of Fire in the Booth at the moment was going through a transition. Yeah, so I put it to the team. Really, I'm saying, yeah, calm. Like me, I don't talk about nothing like unless it's signed and sealed. I was like, yeah, calm. And obviously about a year later, I forgot about it. Then he's messaging me again saying, yo, we're kind of through the door on it. Like, yeah, Charlie wants to get you on. I'm saying, calm, like, let's do it. Like, let's do it. He's saying, yeah, what dates are good for you? Boom, boom, bam. We said the date. I just went there and just done what I do. Like, I done what I enjoy, innit? I met Charlie's cool. Like, he's a good brother. And with Charlie as well, he's from hip hop. A lot of people don't know that he used to be a rapper. Charlie was a rapper before he was a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of understands hip hop and bars, and you get me, man. So yeah, man, he's done well, man. He's built up his platform. He's built up his brand. And it was a pleasure to connect with him and work with him, and just, you know, he's a creative as well. So like I said, he's a like-minded creative like me. So it was definitely a pleasure to work with him and be able to express my views on his platform. You know, so yeah, man, it was good, man. It was, if you get me, went there one take. You know, none of that 50 take business. Like, one take, do it properly. You know what I mean? And just share my views to the world, man, and connect with people through the arts. You know. That's how it came about. So big up Ak as well for connecting the dots, and big up Rob Littlejohn as well for making me feel welcome and just looking after me, like, with the liaising and that, you know what I'm saying?
So one last question I have for you is, what's one thing that you're currently working on as a person that you want to see develop even more over the upcoming years?
Just showing out for myself, man. Showing up for myself, giving myself grace, and just executing, man. Long live the execution, mate. Long live the getting results in, mate, and just setting out to and doing what we set out to do. Yeah, like, if we've got a vision, we manifest that vision and make it a reality, and do that every time, even with the smallest of things. Oh, I wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow I wake up in the morning. I'm gonna make my bed. Make sure I make my bed then. You know what I mean? Like, make sure I'm gonna clean out the cellar. Make sure I clean out the cellar then. Just do what we say we're going to do. It doesn't have to be, oh yeah, I'm trying to perform in front of 10,000 people. No, it don't have to be that big, but it's just the little things create the big things. So just execution and just being a man, standing on your word and being a man of my word, and not flippy flapping and just not being a man of my word. You know what I mean? That's my 2026 mantra. Like, be a man of your word, stand on business, and go and get what's yours, man. And you know what I'm saying? And the rest will follow. You know what I'm saying?
So, this has been an episode of Energy Inside Motion. Just tell the people where they can find you on social.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. Energy Inside Motion. It's definitely been Energy Inside the Motion. You can find me. My name's Jah Digga. You can find me on all social medias: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok @Jah Digga, YouTube as well. Go like and subscribe. And yeah, man, welcome aboard to the journey, man. This is the journey, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
100%, man.
Love.